Hey guys, it's Neko, and today I have a video on 10 ways to improve your art. So, I'm going to be telling you guys 10 ways slash tips to improve your art. So, here's me showing my new pencil case and book that I got from Kara for Christmas, and I really like it. So, let's get into it. Okay, so the first tip I want to give you guys is to use paper you're comfortable with. So, I only use two types of paper that I really like right now. So, I like the Leader comic book paper, and I like cardstock. So I use these mini pieces of cardstock because I don't really like giant paper that much. And I really like them. So this is my preferred size for cardstock, and as well as I use the leader. So I'll show you some art that I've done on these. So I've done this on cardstock, and I just love how the ink lays on the paper. So that's why I'm favorable for it. I just love doing ink and using ink pens slash Copic slash markers on cardstock because I feel like it lays down well. And yeah, so these are some of the cardstock drawings that I've had that I'm proud of, and the reason why I like to use cardstock paper in the first place. So some of these are old, some of these are Inktober's, some of these are just random drawings or adopts I did for DA. So I just want to show you some art that I've done on cardstock. So here's some of my Copic coloring. Most of them are Copic drawings because that's what I use for my Copic drawings, cardstock or deleter. I don't use printing paper or any other type of paper yet that I've found. So here are some of my arts that I've done on deleter, which is my by far favorite paper for Copics. So here's some picture I did of Kara and I in our ghosties for the channel. And here's my not persona, one of my first, and a character Yuko that you guys probably have seen from old speed paints. And here's another OC of mine. And I just love deleter. Like, I just love blending on deleter, so that's one of the reasons why I love using deleter paper for Copic drawings. So most of the drawings I've done on deleter are most likely Copic. I haven't did color pencil on it yet, but I should try it. But I know it doesn't make me sad for Copics, and this is one of my favorite Copic drawings of one of my OCs as well. So I'm really proud of it. So you guys should try deleter paper. I'm really obsessed with it. So another tip would be to use liners slash pens that you're comfortable with. I think this is a very important tip when it comes to improving your art or like finding a good balance for your art, because if you're not using pens that you're comfortable lining over your drafts with or like sketches, then it's going to be kind of difficult for you to feel comfortable. Like, I know I like the feel of a pen, or like how the nib is, or if it's fine or medium, or if it's really thin, that would be really good. So one of these pens is fine and one of them medium. I just recently got this pen, but I'm also in love with it too because it can get a lot of different variations. As you can see, it can go really thick, then bold, then really thin. So I'm currently still practicing, but I'm happy with this one. Here's a micron. I used to use microns a lot, but now I don't. I use Prismacolor liners. They're currently my favorite liners, but I still like microns a lot. So here's a regular Bic pen, which I love to do freehand sketches with and also little doodles with. I feel like Bic pens are great for just like a regular type pen drawing. I used to use Sharpie a lot when I was starting to draw in the beginning, when I didn't know about expensive liners or different kind of brands of liners. Yeah, Sharpie has been with me since middle school, and I'm in college now, so yeah, it's been a while. So here's Prismacolor. My favorite number in Prismacolor right now is 03. That's what I use for all my lining when I use a Prismacolor. So 03 is my life. I really need to maybe try Copic liners because I haven't tried them yet because I'm being cheap. But these are the liners, and here's some swatches of them. So next step would be to use different colors, because I'm guilty of it. I use a lot of pastel colors. I use like light colors all the time, and I tend to stray away from using darker colors because I'm afraid of blending and other things like that. But yeah, you guys really should try to use darker colors or just a different variation of colors so that your art doesn't look the same all the time. And you're just getting a good balance of using different types of colors, because that's really important. So I decided to swatch them for you. So yeah, use different colors. It might impact your art. So another tip would be to use washi tape or other types of materials like glitter, stickers, stationery. I don't know, I feel like when you use these type of things, they add a different flair to your art. As you can see from an old Inktober I did like a bat witch. So I had a bat witch washi tape, so I decided to use it. And as for this one too, I did a pumpkin guy, and I used the washi tape to make like a border around it, so it gave the picture a different type of flair. So I think by using additional other things to your art, you can give them a additional flair. So another tip would be to use color paper. Now I just started using color paper, but I think that it's a nice little different touch to make your art look different or improve it, because you probably just used to using only white paper, but there's many different colors out there you can use, like grays, pinks, blues. So as you can see, most of these are pastels, because I'm a pastel girl. But I also have the color pack of variations of brown. So here's some art that I've done on color paper. So sometimes if you use like certain colors, like you can use it as a substitute for skin tone, or it'll just make your art pop a little differently, because it's not just on a plain black background or plain white background. So I did this. This is for you ghosties. If you're watching so far, hit that subscribe button. So yeah, I did a little card with our little ghosties on it. So yeah, here's another piece of art I've done on color paper, the pastel pink paper. So I didn't have to color her skin in, I just highlighted her skin, and it came out looking pretty swell. Here's a piece of brown paper. I drew my persona on it. I didn't color in the skin because I used the paper that matched the skin that I wanted, and then did the rest of the attributes, and it actually looked kind of cool. So next tip is to use mixed media. Use different types of art supplies. Use color pencils, watercolor, Copics, any type of art supplies you have. You either can mix them together, like use a watercolor and color pencils, or use Copics and your Prismacolors or color pencils or Crayola or whatever. Use them together, or you can use them separately. Just experiment with different types of mediums or mix them, because trust me, it'll give your art a whole different type next level look. So the next tip will be draw on a daily basis, draw on a constant, draw all the time, draw as much as you can during your free time, because I can't draw every day, but I do draw constantly, because the more you draw, the more you're practicing your craft, the better your art will look. So that's what I think is a good tip to do, because you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent with trying to improve your craft, then you won't really get that far. You have to be serious about it. So try to make it a daily thing, but that's a little bit impossible depending on people's schedule. So just whenever you have free time, just open your sketchbook and practice if you're really serious about advancing as an artist or becoming better at what you do, because I'm a strong believer of that. So the next tip will be to draw new things. I'm not a big anthro artist person, but apparently on DeviantArt, people just always asking me to draw anthros. So to draw the new thing for me would be drawing anthropomorphic characters, because I usually just draw human people, but it's hard. So the next tip will be to redraw a piece of art. So lastly, the last tip will be to draw from reference, because usually, like, if you can't draw like a bike or something, or you can't draw, I don't know, pants, it'll be in your best favor to get a reference, honestly, because it'll increase your chances of drawing the picture more accurately. If you just draw off your mind, like, just practice drawing something by looking at it, and then once you keep practicing it, then you'll be able to draw it by yourself. So that's why I think that's a important tip, to draw from reference, and also to redraw things, and just don't give up. Have fun when you're doing your art. So I didn't really have any pictures that I drew from reference from recently, so I just decided to just draw this cat that's on the pencil case and book that Kara got me for Christmas. So yeah, yeah, the drawing's a little crappy, but you get the gist of it. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And if you've been watching from this far, if you like what you see so far, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe, and also leave a comment so I can know what you guys think of the video, if these tips are helpful to you. And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Neko, and I hope you guys having a happy new year and practice your art and just keep doing it. You'll get better, trust me. So I'll see you guys later.